Okay, I'm going to use my own notebook to do the video grading portion, so I won't be video shaming Miss Owens, notebook shaming. I'll be shaming myself. You're going to need one of these papers. You won't have a Post-it, but it's going to start with the Unit 3 page. As always, whoever's journal it is. So this is Mrs. Smith's journal. So the student should have already filled that out. If you're grading the journal, you would put your name here. And then whoever checks and makes sure that it was done correctly, whatever adult would do that, and here Miss Owens, it would go there. So Unit 3, all you really care about is that they have a big 3 and that they have this tab. These are things that I add for myself. They may or not have that. If all they have is the Unit 3 and it's numbered for page 23, you give full credit. Again, if there is nothing there, remember, the 1 is if there's nothing there. The 2 is if there's something there. The 3 is if it's mostly there, and 4 is if it's all there. Okay? So all they had to have was the 3. Let's look at page 24. 24 was the proportional relationships, and they should have it graphed. They should have a table. They should have the information written outside the table showing that it's y over k. They should have these things filled out here. They should have these 3 things circled with the example y equals 4x written below. And then finally, they should have these 3 lines filled out completely. If it's all the way complete like mine, again, you would get a 4. Moving on to page 25. You should have these 6 things written for different ways to say k. They should have the reminder that the k is found by dividing y over x. And then they should have fully worked out the problems for objective 45. All the notes, like what we did on the test when we had to divide a fraction by a fraction for objective 46. They should have this worked out for 48. Just the 8.5 circled, because all you had to do was pull it from in front of the variable there for 50. You can see all the work that needs to be done for 47 and 49, and that is all. We had some easy videos. I think we did 3 almost right in a row there. Page 26 was a super critical, important page. You should have this foldable on page 26. They don't have to have the colors, but they do have to show that we'll have a plus a number or minus a number for a non-proportional, and an example. The x is circled here, and the constant is boxed in, and how to find the constant is y over x. For the graphing part, the origin should be highlighted, an example given, and some notes that it's a straight line and it goes to the origin. Inverse and not through the origin is non-proportional. And then very, very important, they should have all the division worked out here. And also, again, reiterating different ways of saying k, and that k is y over x. If it's inverse, it's x times y. They should have the multiplication sign and the equals 16 written here. I know a lot of people didn't. Don't give them a 4. And there's no pattern is non-proportional. This was a very important video, very important page, so you have permission to be pretty strict on this. If you have all of it, it would be a 4. Otherwise, I'm going to expect to see lots of 2s and 3s. In contrast, page 27 was finding k, and there was very little. There's the example and a little bit of notes with $47. An example already given with k equals 30. How to divide 9 divided by 1. And some examples here. 9 divided by 1 is 9, 18 by 2 is 9, 27 by 3 is 9, 32 by 8 is 4, 40 by 10 is 4. This was from a different problem. Y equals kx, and then how you just grabbed it from in front. This, page 27, not a lot to do there. Don't be too picky. Okay, 28, a lot of information. Definitions should be written here about unit rate. And then chart filled out, graph filled out, an equation written. Y equals 6x must be written. Summary question, the constant is $6 an hour or 6. it's the same. The cost proportionality and the unit rate is the same. Then for Michaela, you've got to have your variables, your X and Y completely filled out. Your Y is what you earned, your X is your time, your unit rate and how you found it, your equation, what the constant was, 5.5, and very important, this at the bottom should be numbered evenly with time written or labeled. This should be numbered evenly, cost here, and a graph. That is page 28. It is the Olivia and Michaela. 29, there's nothing to do with the foldables. You didn't have to write anything. But you should have this problem completely worked out about baseball. This problem completely worked out to 72 on candy bars. You should have a what percent of 5 is 4 completely worked out to 80%. What number is 5% of 60 to answer of 3. And 3 is 50% of what number worked out to 6. All of this complete for page 29. The ratio and proportions. We're almost done. Page 30, there was a lot going on. They should have change over original equals percent over 100 written for here, for sure. They should have the answers B, C, D, B, B. I think this was all problem 6, 48, 87, and then D. But if they do not show all this detailed work, all the notes on how they got those answers, do not give a full 4, including this change over original percent 100. Instead, give them something less than that. So that was sales tax discount on page 30. Page 31, this is a note for me, you won't have that. Definitions for similar figure, completely filled out. Scale and scale factor. Okay, and then examples A, B, the giraffe is C and D, and then down here E. All of this detail should be figured out, and that is similar figures. 4. Finally, you're going to have, you may not have this, we collected a lot of these, but your slip from when we went down to the basement and raced, but you should have this result completely filled out in the table and in the chart. This was your review day, and you should have an I-plan completely filled out. This is just mine, so it looks maybe a little different from yours, and that is page 33. So I've got my remote control car review done and my I-plan. Hey, I did good on this. So now were all my pages numbered? Pause, go through while I'm talking and check. Were all the pages numbered? No skipped pages. Hate skipped pages. Neat, not too much glue. Did the pages turn easily and you could see everything easily? Table of contents filled out. That's going to get a lot of people. So if you go to your table of contents, I have to be honest, I had to fill mine out this morning. It should go to page 33, and it should have everything listed. I'm on the second page. Here's my unit 3, and I've got everything from page 23 down. Okay? When you're done, and because I did it before they made the video, I had all mine done. Up to 4 points for a perfect score on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 4 times 15 is 60. So you should have a total of up to 60 points for this. This is a big deal. So good luck. Finish this paper, put the slip back into the notebook where it sticks out kind of like a bookmark, and then return it to the person who owns the journal.